Hi everyone, and welcome to part 2 of the Bird's Cage Tours. And this is going to be Pixel's cage tour. Pixel is going to be her hatch date is February 21st. We got her from a breeder, and I go into the breeding and adoption, my thoughts on that in the link down below if you're interested. And I explain why I got her from a breeder and all that stuff, so that you can check that out down if you're interested in that. Yes, I did get her from a breeder. The breeder that I got her from, in my opinion, is amazing. She is located in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. Her name is Rita, and her company name is PARROTS, and she has a YouTube channel where she goes and videotapes the babies from 2 weeks old all the way up to 8 to 9 weeks old when she when they go home. She does ship anywhere in the US, I believe. Excuse me, sorry. So I will have her information down below. I will have her website and her YouTube channel linked down there. There's going to be a lot of links down in the bottom bar. But Rita is amazing. She answers all your questions. She emails back right away. I had a bunch of questions because I already had Kiwi. I didn't know how best way to integrate them together for them to get along would be. But yeah, she is amazing. I had the best experience. Pixel is an amazing bird. You can tell she was hand raised. You can tell that she was interacted with. Rita does let them fly. She does not clip their wings unless you asked her to do that, and it's right before they come home. So she does let them fly. Like I said, she does a video a week on them, on how they're growing and what they're doing new and their personalities and stuff like that, just for the families to see them. They know their names from the get-go because she calls them by their names when, they're in her house. But yeah, Rita is amazing. So if you're interested in any of her information, like I said, I'll have it down below. But this is Pixel's cage. Pixel's cage is right next to Kiwi's, and this is just because I wanted them to kind of interact and be able to talk to each other during the day when we're not home. And I do alternate their position every time I do clean their cages. So about every 2 weeks, Kiwi is in that spot and Pixel is where Kiwi was, if that makes any sense. They pretty much have the same basic things, except for their toys obviously are alternated. It's going to be a little difficult to get as close to Pixel's cage as it was when I did Kiwi's cage in the first video, but I'm going to try my best. Just like Kiwi, Pixel has a hut, and it's the same one that Kiwi has, except it's a different color, but it's the same thing. And Pixel uses it. I know she goes in there and stuff like that because I've seen her in there, but Pixel does prefer her tunnel. I do find her sleeping in there more often. And again, I do make the tunnels. I don't have any, like I said in the first video, with toys on them at the moment, but it'll take, I can make one if you're interested in one. And I'll have the link to my Etsy shop down below. So there's that. I do have a bundle going on right now. And I have some foot toys in there, and there is going to be a bundle with a tunnel and an orbital if you're interested. And there is going to be a discount on those as soon as I can get the shipping information down on that. So all that link will be down below. But she does have a tunnel, and Pixel prefers the tunnel to the hut. Just like Kiwi, Pixel has a ball with a bell in it, and she loves this thing too. In the back there, she has the same toy that Kiwi has with the shells, like this toy here. So that's the same, so I'm not going to really go into too much detail about that one. Let me see if I can get closer. 1 second. Take it off. Sorry, it's going to be a little bit more wiggly because I'm going to do it by hand. She has that toy in the back there, and I made that also with the wiffle ball. So this is all new. Oh, she flew out. She has this toy here also, which she really likes to scratch herself on and stuff like that. In the back, oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it better. In the back there is a wooden toy with leather and rope on it, which she seems to like. That used to be on the playstand. She used to play with it a lot. In the corner here is the same toy that Kiwi has with the balls, and it's rope and wood. And she really seems to enjoy that also. I am going to add a few more toys to her cage, especially down here at the bottom. But I just wanted to get this video up soon because people have been asking for it, so I'm trying to do that. Just like Kiwi, who's in her tunnel. Just like Kiwi, Pixel also has the rope purchase, and she has the wood perch that her cage came with. And again, like in Kiwi's cage tour, she has different sizes. She has a large, she has the small, and the medium here. And again, that's just for their feet for arthritis purposes and stuff like that. I have links for those down below also. In the corner here, she has her foot toys, and she has pretty much the same as Kiwi. I try to do it as even as possible. I want to be equal, which is, I guess, kind of funny if they don't really care. But and Pixel has her water bottle. On the bottom of their cage, Pixel's cage, is the food that I buy them, and I'll take it out in a second. Just let me. This is it. It's the Rowdy Bush, and this is the California blend one, and it just has fruits and vegetables in it. And I usually try to get this one for them during winter, summer month, like fall and winter, and then during the summer they usually get like just the regular one. And there's really no rhyme or reason for that. I just have always done that. And like I said in Kiwi's cage tour, this is just like spare things. They have an activity net in there, some extra perches also in there, but that's what that is. So that's pretty much it for Pixel's cage. Like I said, I am planning on adding more toys to it. I hope that wasn't too fast or didn't make you guys too dizzy. But Pixel is out. She's scared of the camera, I think. But yeah, so that's that. Now let's move on to their play stands. Okay, this is their first, or not their first, but one of their play stands. The first one I'm going to talk about. And this one is normally upstairs. This is the one that they hang out at when we're doing stuff upstairs in the house. I did make this. I wrapped it myself. I did everything. And I sell the top portion of it. So this part is not here. And from here to here is not there. So it's just the bottom. And it's mostly like a training perch is what it's the use for. And it comes apart. It's super easy. When I travel, I can take it apart and go places with it. But they seem to like it. Kiwi doesn't really move around too much. She just kind of hops from one place to another. But Pixel loves this thing. She like goes all over the freaking place on it and plays with all the toys and everything. So there's that. And I do wrap it with vitamin or vet tape. So I just have toys hanging off of it. And they alternate the toys and stuff like that. So there's that one. And like I said, I do have one for sale on my Etsy shop, except it's just the bottom portion. It doesn't have any of the top stuff. So there's that one. And then the one that you guys have always seen is this one. And this is just their normal one. This is the one that Kiwi had before. And I made this one. I have a video on how I made this, and I'll have a link to it in my description box. I have had a lot of people told me that they really like this, but that it's a lot of stuff that's dangerous for birds and blah blah blah. Kiwi and Pixel are fully flighted. They do not ever go on the floor. Obviously, they prefer to be up high. And Kiwi and Pixel don't chew on the bottom. They are never out without supervision. So people that are constantly telling me, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Okay, that's fine. Like I say in the video, it's all an option. You don't have to stain the bottom. You don't have to use the glue if you don't want to. Which the glue is, I use very little glue, and it's on the bottom. It's an option. Just use the idea or like the techniques that I'm showing you on it and go based off that. You don't have to follow it to the T. So that's just a little disclaimer. There's an orbital, and I have videos on that orbital and Kiwi playing on it, and I also sell those on my Etsy shop. And that's what I was talking about when I said a bundle between that and the tunnel without the toys, however, on my Etsy shop as soon as I figure out the shipping on that. If you guys have any further questions on anything related to Kiwi and Pixel, please let me know. If you would like any kind of special videos, also please let me know down in the description box. Like I said, tips and tricks and stuff like that, my opinions on that, I will have a link for that down below. Also, and that goes into a lot of detail about things that I find easy, things that I've learned in my journey with them. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to watch part 1, and I'll see you guys in my next video.